I want to talk about Marvel's Avengers right now and why I'm excited for November 30th. So, November 30th, what I've been noticing and what I got my knowledge about, it's going to be one of the biggest updates for this game. And listing it off, we're getting a raid, we're getting a new character, we're going to get a DLC story with a unique way of doing it. I have 3 ideas on how that's going to work.
Does it look good down there?
The cosmetic vendor is going to be reworked, so we're not going to get this crappy little selection screen like we have right now. Like, okay, this is going to be better. Like, we're going to be having more stuff right here and more stuff right here, and I think that's awesome. Earnable cosmetics, that's something. And nameplates based around Marvel's Hawkeye. That'll be coming out on Disney Plus. So, let's start with the biggest thing, and this is something that I did my research on. New character. We will be getting on November 30th as a PlayStation exclusive Spider-Man, which I'm excited for. So, the knowledge what I got from it is Spider-Man's DLC is going to be more of a challenge-based story. Like, we're going to have cutscenes, we're going to have little things, but you get missions for playing through challenges. Which, my thought process is like this. Okay, so since they've also been throwing the word event around, so that makes me thinking that Spider-Man's going to be limited time. Which, trust me, that fucking sucks. That sucks, but, you know, he might, like, come back eventually, like, occasionally, like, every time when there's a new event coming out and all that. That's one way I think this is gonna work. I think that you earn Spider-Man. I think you have to earn him by playing through the story missions. Which does also kind of suck. Not unless they're automatically gonna give us him. Like, if they automatically give us him, then I really could care less about the story. I would like to listen to the story, but if it's gonna be like a bunch of challenges, and some of these characters, like some of their certain moves that you can do with them, it's really hard to do those challenges with. Especially with characters like Black Panther. Like, I can't figure out certain things with him since, okay, there's very few characters I play with. Iron Man I could play with, Captain America I could play with. They're very fluent and all that. And, you know, that's why I have them both on 150. I'm definitely going to try to push myself with Spider-Man because I don't truly know what his combat rating is going to be, but he is one of my favorite superheroes. And I do at least have to try. And if he feels good to play with, then yeah. And in all honesty, if you want to hear about my theories, or my theories on them, how he's going to be played, I shall do that on a whole new video. But for this video, I'm going to talk about Spider-Man altogether and what we should expect from the character and from the story. Alright, so Spider-Man has been investigating the game for the longest time because of new threats that's going to be happening. Like, new threats, and they found a way to make their elite threats even stronger and make them unstoppable for the Avengers. So Spider-Man has to team up with the Avengers to stop AIM. Which is also going to be having him build a friendship with Miss Marvel and Black Widow. I don't think they're going to make him like Tom Holland. Alright? I hate to break it to you, but Tom Holland isn't really Peter Parker. Like, us diehard fans have a long-running gag. Like, us, like, really big Spider-Man fans. Like, diehard fans, like, know everything there is to know about Spider-Man. We don't consider Tom Holland as Peter Parker. We consider him whitewashed Miles Morales. But that's besides the point. what I'm thinking that's going to happen is he's going to be a little bit younger. Apparently, he's going to be 15. He's going to be a teenager, so he's going to be inexperienced. And him building a friendship with Black Widow and Miss Marvel. They may or may not do something like Miss Marvel's kind of like a love interest for him because she's going to be around his age. I think that's what they're going to do. I don't know if they're going to do that, and I don't think they should, personally. Because, you know, it's weird. Like, they're already doing the thing where Black Widow has a crush on Captain America, and you get hints from it through the game. But, you know, it's whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Actually, that relationship could actually work, though. And people do have this habit of pushing those together. Wait. Why am I talking about Captain America and Black Widow? Let's talk about Spider-Man, for fuck's sake. Come on, Dylan. Goddamn. Alright. Another thing to important note, they said that his suit and his costume is going to be heavily inspired by Steve Ditko's version of the suit. Well, it's Steve Ditko's era, not Steve Ditko's suit. The Steve Ditko suit and Steve Ditko's era are very different. Alright. The Steve Ditko suit, or the one that's more associated with it in some cases, is the red and black suit with the blue spider in the back, like a light blue spider. Really small eyes and a really big, and like a overcomplicated web pattern. And maybe a spider that looks like an ant. But the Steve Ditko era of comics, that suit, during the time when they were doing the Amazing Spider-Man stories with Steve Ditko, they were using a ton of blue shadowing. And it just got more and more to the point that Stan Lee was like, you know what? His costume's red and blue. It's not red and black, it's red and blue. And you know what? It looks a lot better. Stan Lee even said it made Peter look more like a superhero. It made him look more like Spider-Man. It made him look more like a hero that's approachable and made him look more heroic. He liked the red and blue more than he liked the red and black. But no, it was pretty much the Steve Ditko suit, but it was just red and blue with a red spider in the back. So, when they say heavily inspired, I think they're going to use that suit, but if they don't, and if they don't, my thing is they're probably going to take some things like the eyes, the spider, and the underarm webs. Which, oh god, if this Spider-Man has underarm webs, oh my fucking god, that'll be awesome. My life will be complete. And if he, and you know, that doesn't say that we're not going to get a red and black version of the suit. Like, okay, the Black Panther DLC gave us a free comic book accurate Black Panther suit just in case if we didn't like the Avenger version of the suit, which is important to look at. So let's say like Spider-Man's gonna have two iconic suits. The suit that you're gonna get with the DLC is gonna be the iconic red and blue suit, but if you go into the marketplace tab on the little free section, it might have the iconic red and black suit, which is they're swapping the black for, or well, they're swapping the blue for black. And if they do that, that is great. That is awesome. More power to them, and I will be happy for that. I guarantee I'll like that, and I guarantee you will like that. It will be a decent compromise, and so like people who like red and blue, they get their red and blue suit. People who like red and black, they're gonna get their red and black suit. And I think that is something important. That's an important thing to note. And if you guys like that, let me know. I think that would be a brilliant idea. Another thing, and this is something also important to look at. I'm not going to show the images because I guarantee everyone has seen them. Everyone who loves Spider-Man has seen them, so the vast majority of Marvel fans. I'm going to say that we already see the Steve Ditko eyes, right? So we know that he's going to have the eyes and all that. And that's something I like. I like, okay. As a Spider-Man fan, I was born in 2002. So I grew up with the Ultimate Comics. I didn't grow up with the 616 universe of Spider-Man. But granted, my Spider-Man died. and get replaced by Miles Morales. But then I got to start reading 616 comics, backed up all that, to the point that I know a lot more about 616 that I initially learned from Ultimate Spider-Man. Doesn't mean that I don't know everything about them, like I do know them. It's just I'm more familiar with 616 now. And I think it's important to look at this like Spider-Man is one of those important characters, and he's one of those people that is really hard to actually fuck up. If you want to know what I think, he's a really hard person to fuck up. Like, if you manage to fuck up Spider-Man, holy shit, you are like, that is sad. I'm gonna keep Black Panther on my team. Black Panther is actually one hell of a support. I don't like playing as him, but I like him as a support. Like, I fucking love him as support. Alright, so... yeah.
Alright, Avengers. We've pinpointed the location of one of
Spider-Man, as a character, I think he's gonna do good, and personally, I hope, because they did say this is gonna be very different from the PS4 version of Spider-Man, I fucking hope they use Josh Keaton. Oh my god, like, Josh Keaton was my Spider-Man. He's still gonna be my Spider-Man. Yeah, Yuri did a great job, but Josh Keaton is Spider-Man. No one can deny that for me. He is the definitive Spider-Man, and I think that's important. And I hope they use him. Because he's just got that voice. It's gorgeous. Like, oh my god. I fucking love Josh Keaton as Spider-Man. He even voiced some of my favorite games. So that's something important to look at. Not important to look at, but important to note. How I think he's gonna be playing as, like, I've said this multiple different times, I don't think we're gonna have like a 100% web slinging ability. I think he's gonna have the parkour of Black Panther, the traversal of Black Widow, the grappling of Black Widow, the technological skill of Iron Man. And I think they're gonna give him the ability to climb walls. Because that's really not that hard.
Before you can enter the facility.
And I do think that he should have some specification for heavy attacks, since Spider-Man is a heavy hitter.
Avengers, we got this.
Go.
They never learn.
Every member of the elite team must be defeated.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Okay. You're back to Spider-Man, I guess. Alright, well, I'm kicking this guy's ass. So, do I think there are going to be some interactions? Yeah. Do I think...
One of their agents is down.
Let's help him. Oh, that's why.
Don't look now.
I still make one weapon. You're looking at it.
Okay, let's whoop his ass.
Excellent. Another agent down. Well done. That squad member has been neutralized.
Oh shit. I freezed for a second. Alright, there we go.
Another enemy defeated.
Voila.
Scanning the facility for the clones location.
I did let him
In the
up.
meantime, I'm sending you to the lower floors to find a target who has more information.
But no, I do think he's going to have the walk-on ability. And I do think that he's going to have a type of enhanced dodge. He might have the blocking ability instead of a grapple. Or, yeah, he's going to have a grapple, but, you know. Like, his grapple will be like a tap, but, you know, like, you know how this is. But, you know, when you hold it and then do this, do the web thing. I think that's going to be his range attack, him shooting web. And you were going to have, like, a bunch of selection, like impact webbing and all that. Because I do think they're going to do that. Like, web balls, impact webbing, which is going to trap enemies. And then I think web line. That would also be one. Or taser web, maybe. Maybe taser web. I think that's going to be it. And I think this right here, you know, Captain America's block is going to be his block. And maybe it's what it's going to do. It's going to do what Kamala's has, where she constantly slips and dodges and all that. But it's going to be more precise and more advanced because of his spider sense. I think he's going to have the ability to use terminals. I don't think he's going to have the ability to break down walls. If he does, that'll be awesome. Like where he uses his heavy attack to break down a wall. But I don't think that's going to be it. I don't think they're going to give him that. I do hope they give us a better web sling traversal, but in the end of the day, it's not a deal breaker for me. I'm not gonna get butthurt over them just making it like kind of like how they use Black Widows. Because to me, I have.
There they are.
I'm not gonna get mad at something as simple as that.
Where did this thing come from?
So, maybe. Oh shit.
An impressive and educational performance. Excellent work.
Okay, I did not break a sweat. I knew for a fact that this was gonna be fun, but holy crap. At least I'm okay, at least I'm used to playing as Captain America. Let's go with this game real quick. Do I think that they're gonna give Spider-Man a room? I most certainly do think that they should. The reason why they didn't give Black Panther a room, I feel, is because they gave him a whole map, and they're not gonna give Black Panther, like, everything in the game. And I think that crew quarters is gonna end up being Spider-Man's room. Which to me, that is actually a really good idea. Because it's suspiciously not opened. So, me thinking this. It's gonna be purposely not open for Xbox fans, but for Spider-Man, but for PlayStation, it's gonna be open for Spider-Man. Like, that would be his room. Or they might make it a crew quarters for Black Panther and Spider-Man and Clint Barton, so he doesn't have to sleep on the couch anymore. Because they do need to give everyone their own, like, special type of room. And I don't think T'Challa, Clint, or Peter wouldn't have problems with being roommates together. Like, as far as T'Challa is so far, he's pretty, he does have some trust issues, but he's a pretty easygoing guy. And Clint, I think that he's just like, why does everyone treat me like I'm just like some C-lister or some D-lister? I'm an Avenger, man. So I don't think he's gonna be freaking the fuck out on Spider-Man. And if Spider-Man's a high school teenager, I don't think he's gonna be like 100% mad with bunking with two adults.
Using his credentials to enter the AIM database. And
because maybe in his eyes he's just like, oh, sweet, I get the bunk of Hawkeye and Black Panther. Nice. Their room's definitely gonna be a fucking mess, though. Let's be honest. Peter's not really the cleaning type, and neither is Clint. Maybe T'Challa gets pissed off about it and just cleans up the room. I don't know.
They never learn.
Okay, fuck. Alright. Yes! Alright, let's kick his ass. Do I think that they're gonna give Spider-Man a boss? They might do something where they give... If they're gonna give him a boss, I'm gonna say... it has to be a boss that's a scientist, because they're not doing what I thought they were gonna do, what I hoped they were gonna do, like implement Oscorp in the game as well. And do something like Green Goblin. But if I had to pick anybody, I would have to say they're gonna pick another scientist, so I'm gonna say either Dr. Otto Octavius or Miles Warren. They just seem like people who AIM would actually work with. I don't think I don't think they would really work with the Tinkerer, because the Tinkerer is kind of he's kind of an asshole. He likes to think that he's smarter than everyone else, but he's really not. Oh! Oh! Oh, I thought I was about to die for a second. Holy shit.
Can't make this easy.
Shit!
Got your back.
That's right,
You
bitch.
never
Don't
learn,
fuck
Masters.
with the Avengers.
Ooh, a burn and a pun. Screw Fury. I want you to be the one I relentlessly annoy by not following orders.
What else do I think? For the villain, like, if they don't do a villain, that's fine. In the end of the day, it doesn't really matter in my eyes. But if they do, I would have to say it has to either be Dr. Octopus
Great work, Avengers.
or Miles
If we
Warren.
get any more
My reasoning
copies
for
of
Dr.
Avengers,
Octavius
we'll be
is
back in
because
touch.
he is one of Spider-Man's most iconic villains. And as an immediate cop-out for anything, just make Dr. Octavius the villain or Green Goblin the villain, and everything just immediately makes sense in some cases. But I don't think they're going to be using the Green Goblin anytime soon, because Green Goblin has been shied away from the limelight, even though that Green Goblin actually is Peter's greatest enemy. Like, Dr. Octavius and Spider-Man definitely have the most interactions, but usually when the Green Goblin appears in the comic books, you know shit's gonna go down. It's like the equivalent of seeing the Joker appear in a Batman comic. You know things are gonna happen at that point. And for Miles Warren, if you guys don't know who Miles Warren is, he is the Jackal. He is the reasoning for the fucking Clone Saga. He's the reason why we have Kane Parker, Ben Reilly in comic books. Which, if you guys don't know who they are, they're the Scarlet Spiders. And man, I am so glad in the modern day comics right now, they're putting some fucking respect on Ben Reilly's name. They're bringing him back as Spider-Man. They're going to retire Peter Parker for a little while. I hope it's going to be maybe a year or two before they bring him back. Because in my eyes, that should be important, and they should give him a breather. Because Peter Parker has been dry for a long while. Not gonna lie. I'm I'm a little biased, but I know when a character's going dry. And Spider-Man, frankly enough, sadly enough, he's gone dry over the year, over in the comics.
What a beautiful day.
And yeah. Hold on, I'm texting somebody. I'm text. Yeah, I'm texting somebody who I'm talking to a girl, okay? I'm not 100% sure what's gonna happen. If me and her click, but you know, that's that. I'm not here to talk about my social life, okay? I'm here to talk about Spider-Man. And oh my god, I do have a lot to talk about this character. And so far, what I've been looking at, people are loving Ben Reilly's stories right now. Or Ben Reilly's Spider-Man comic stories. I hate the fact that they call him Spider-Man Beyond, though. Oh my god! No! He turned from... He literally went to Ben Reilly, through Scarlet Spider, to the sensational Spider-Man, now to Spider-Man Beyond. No, don't do a Batman thing. No one likes a Batman thing. If you guys don't notice, if you notice a little bit of things, Spider-Man and Batman have a competition on what they can copy the most. I am not joking you. Look at Spider-Man Unlimited and Batman Beyond. It's practically the same fucking thing in some senses. Like, they feel the same. Like, they feel absolutely the same, but at the same time, they don't. They did say it's Peter Parker. Even though I know it's obviously gonna be Peter Parker because look at the fucking symbol. It is Spider-Man. Okay, I'm sorry. Before anyone says anything about me hating Miles Morales, I don't hate Miles Morales. I think he's boring, but for right now, he's actually been pretty interesting in the comic books, and I think that's important to know that he should get the respect that he does solely deserve, because he's done a lot for the Spider-Man universe, and I think it's important that we should have a moment of silence for one of the greatest suits that he decided to ditch. But anyways, no, I think they should have given us a character 2-pack. Since one of the biggest things about this game is legacy characters, like Hawkeye has Kate Bishop, why can't Peter Parker have Miles Morales? I think that's because they're going for a teenage Spider-Man. And I'm going to tell you this. You can't have a teenage Peter Parker and then a teenage Miles Morales. That does not work. There's a huge age gap between those two. Peter is currently in his 20s in modern day comic books, and Miles is currently 15. Do not, and I mean do not, make them the same fucking age. Peter is a millennial. Okay, Peter is in his 20s, so technically he's a millennial. Actually, no, he's not even a millennial. He's Gen Z! If you're in your 20s, you're Gen Z. My bad. Millennials are in their 30s and 40s. So, yeah, I don't know that 100% well. Who do I not play as a whole lot? I'm gonna play as Hulk. I'm gonna have Miss Marvel on my team, Thor, and I'm gonna have Hawkeye. Do need to boost up my Hulk too. Oh yeah, I forgot I need to talk about the other DLCs. The Claw Raid. Sorry it took a long while. Spider-Man is just something I'm passionate about. Okay, the Claw Raid. I am excited for it. I hope that's a different story
We need to take down whatever foe she's resurrected, or we'll be faced with a daunting problem. Can I count on you to help?
And yeah, I think it will be awesome to see this. We get to finish Claw. It's going to be on a different map, so we're going to end up having Claw as a mission boss. Or maybe they might give us Crossbones. Fuck yeah, give us Crossbones as a typical mission boss, like a villain sector. Fucking please. And same thing with fucking the Super Adaptoid. I don't give a shit. Give us those as boss battles. Give us more villains. I'm tired of Maestro, Abomination, and Taskmaster. We need more. The Hydra robots aren't shit. I don't even play those matches because they're not interesting to me.
AIM is on high alert,
It just makes me okay. I like the fact that you actually have to think with those bosses. You don't have to. It's not like a just beat the fuck out of them, just rush them, just rush them. It's you actually have to think about these bosses. But Claw, I do hope that they give us somewhat of a think about. I don't hope they like people are like demanding for it to be like extremely fucking hard.
You're gonna have to take
I don't like that.
you can enter the facility.
Okay, yes, this is a game that's all about co-op, but in my eyes, that's just gonna make the game a little bit harder. Fuck.
There's nothing.
Heal, 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 heal.
Every member of the elite team must be defeated.
Okay. I do hope they might do something where Spider-Man gets to self-heal, because Spider-Man does in the comics. He does have a healing factor. But I don't think they're gonna make him like a support or a control. They're gonna make him damage, definitely damage or tank. No, that's fuck you. Ooh, you motherfucking bitch. Oh, now guess what? You have no protection now. I said fuck your shield. And I said fuck your turrets too. I'm gonna freaking smash you!
Yeah, I'm gonna feel that in the morning.
And actually, to be completely honest, I do think Peter Parker and Kamala would actually get along pretty well with each other. Even in the comics, because how Kamala and Peter are. Like... Okay, Peter isn't as ignorant as Kamala is, but you know, at the same time, Peter understands how it feels of being a kid in a world full of superheroes, and he would be able to sympathize with her. Now come here, bitch. I'm gonna fucking throw you off the day. Like, No, 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 no. Die!
Excellent. Another agent down.
What did that just throw the fuckers? What the fuck? Heal, heal, heal.
Well done. That squad member has been neutralized. Another enemy defeated.
Just deal with these bastards. I'm gonna just yeet these fuckers into the water.
We're scanning the facility.
You know, AIM likes to say that they're advanced, but how come their robots can't take water damage? Like, what are they? Spider-Man in the Spider-Man 2 era? By the way, if you guys are wondering why, why my characters are designed how they are, because it reminds me of the era of comic books when I got into comics. Well, like, not when I got into comics. It's when I started to fully learn everything. The era that I fully accept in comic book history, which was okay. That was the era where we got the astonishing X-Men with their suits coming back to their colors. Iron Man Extremis. And stories like Spider-Man Big Time. During this time, Dr. Octavius was the big bad in the Marvel Universe. And he was in the process of dying. Civil War was still fresh on everyone's mind. And Steve Rogers just got back to becoming Captain America. Hell, I liked how dark those stories were. Hell, Daniel Way was still writing Deadpool. So if that doesn't tell you that what era I fully accept in comic books, I don't know what will. Him. Oh, thank God for Kamala. See, the worst reason why you're at that spot. Was just beat the crap out of him. No, let him up! Smash! Just smash! Okay, we got him. We got him. Alright. Did someone? I think someone messaged, "Hey, hey, how's it going, man? Thank you for watching the stream."
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So, I already talked about Spider-Man, if that was what you're waiting on. Feel free to back up the video, like go from the very beginning, because that's the first thing I talked about. I already talked about the claw raid. I'm just gonna... I should actually talk about my opinions on everything else, even though they're really not really that important for this update. Well, in the sense that I think so. Earnable cosmetics, that's gonna be great. I do hope that they do something like they don't give us like new cosmetics. I hope they give it like...
My Hulk is power 141 or so.
Nice. My Hulk isn't really isn't fully powered, but my Iron Man and my Captain America are. And as soon as when Spider-Man gets out, I'm gonna be focused on building him up too. Shit, are you a PlayStation player?
Me too.
Are you a PlayStation player? Alright, hold up. Just give me 1 sec. After I do this mission, after I beat this, I'm gonna ask for your gamer tag, and if you're online, shit, me and you can play together.
Yes.
Alrighty then. So let me finish this mission first, so I can do all this. My cat's laying on my chair right now, so I'm on my office chair. And since I'm in my living room, it's nothing on carpet, so rolling isn't really it's kind of a chore. But no, earnable cosmetics, I do hope that is a great idea, and I hope they just give us the old suits that were originally in the cosmetic vendor. Because I would love to get the variant of the original Sin armor where it's red and gold, not red and black, because I like that one a little bit more. And that would definitely be replacing my Bleeding Edge armor.
And almost done with Hulk's challenge card.
I have finished Hulk's challenge card. I finished almost everyone's except for the DLC characters.
Pathetic.
Good. Not gonna get anywhere with those being in my way.
Thanks. Flex.
Oh shit. Sorry if I'm not speaking right now, I'm trying to focus on Abomination. My character's not, well, my Hulk is level 75, so... He's not really the strongest there is, but, you know, maybe at some point I'll get motivated enough to boost his power up. Healing circle.
My Hulk's Leel is 4-9.
Nice. Just give me a sec. Right now, Abomination's kind of poisonous at this moment. Well, I feel like a genius if I manage to get him off the cliff. Granted, it would be killing him, and so far what I've been looking at, like, it does sound like the Avengers kill their foes, but like, they do talk about them coming back, like Abomination and Taskmaster, and you do see him a lot. So I don't think they do. I don't think they actually killed him. So. I think they only kill if it's absolutely necessary, which is how the Avengers are in the comic books now. But there is certain Avengers, like Captain America does have a no killing rule, which is surprising to most people. Like he only kills if it's absolutely necessary. Like how he was horrified in the comics when he first took a life, even though he knew it was absolutely necessary, but he didn't know that was something that he was truly capable of. It's not like Iron Man, who, like, Iron Man really doesn't care. He will kill if it's necessary. But he's not really a killer either. Thor is, Hulk is. Hulk actually is used to killing his foes. I think he... No, I don't think he killed Abomination. Wait, did he kill Abomination? I haven't read Hulk comics in a long while, so I don't know for sure. I think he's healing. Oh no, it's just...
And I hope they not change the things you said.
Hawkeye nameplates. I'm not really interested in any of the nameplates, to be completely honest. When it comes to nameplates, what I do is I usually will get one that matches the costume that I have, and if I change my costume, I change the nameplate. I just find a nameplate that I like the most, and yeah, I just stick to it. And I don't really change my suits a whole lot. Like how I make my suits, they're more the lines of modernized characters. Except for my Captain America, but that's because the reason why Captain America goes back to
I said I hope they not change the things you said.
All right. Oh shit. There's one thing that does bug me though in this game is people are sitting there trying to ask for Loki to be a playable character in this game. I don't see that actually happening because Loki in the comics really isn't as sympathetic as he was in the game. No, as sympathetic as he was in the movies. Like he was clearly a villain, and he usually does anything for his own gain. Even in the comics, when he became a good guy, that was kind of his thing. He wasn't always 100% good, and he still... Well, he still did what he did. So, if anything, I still think that they're gonna make him... Because in this game, they do make him a villain. He clearly is a villain. So, I think he's just gonna be a villain sector in this game, which would be fine with me, because... I could sit there and recreate the original Avengers and have them fight Loki, because that would be awesome. That would fulfill every fantasy I had about the game. Well, every fantasy I've had in mobile comics.
Work, Avengers. If we get any more sightings of AIM clones,
The original Avengers versus the first ever enemy to the Avengers. Let's head to the helicarrier. Let's see what I got done so far. And then, yeah.
Yay.
Alright, hold up. I'm pulling up the stream on my phone. muting my phone at the same time so no one will be able to hear it. Alright. I'm gonna make an assumption that your name on your YouTube profile is the name of your gamer tag. So just give me one sec. Hulk's fun to play with, but not Puny Banner. So I'm just gonna do that. Okay. Hold up. Alright, right now you're not going to be able to see anything for a second because I'm doing something else. Okay, this thing's being slow for a second. Don't know why. Is my console... Okay, no, my console isn't overheating, so... Here we go. Alright, here you go. I sent the friend request, so at some point when you're on and stuff like that, we can play. Alright, so... Alright, let's look at this skin real quick because I know I got this because it's a different shield. I do hope that they...
sent you a friend?
Yeah, I think I sent you a friend request. That's not you? Oh, okay.
That's not me.
Alright, then I would just say, put in your gamer tag and I'll go put it in. Alright, ready when you are. Okay. FF. Underscore. Iran. I do not. Is it supposed to be a lowercase m or is it? So isn't it an underscore or is it a... Well, it is not showing me your name on here. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna... Maybe at some point I might be able to put it in, but, you know... Until then, I did take a screenshot, so... when I have the time, I could try to test that. Alright. For... Actually, in all honesty, for skins... We finally got a comic accurate Captain America skin. I want a comic accurate US Agent skin, because this should not stand. They have this model now. They should give us the ability... They should give us the comic accurate US Agent skin. And then give us the US Agent shield. Or the US Agent variant shield. Because then, like, when it comes to, like, people who are playing as Captain America, same as you, they could sit there and play it, like, you could sit there and change that skin so it doesn't break the immersion, like how you can use the black and silver Iron Man armor to make yourself look like War Machine so it doesn't break any of the immersion for the game. And I think that's important to do. Because then if you have that, then people could sit there and go, hey, I want to play as the same character as you. I was like, okay, fine, we could switch, I could switch my skin, and then make it so it doesn't really... Because most of the time, I like the fact that you couldn't play as the same character because it doesn't break the immersion of the game, and you could actually sit there and actually play the game without having to worry about that. And it can give you that feel that you are the Avengers. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers, and me, I'm personally like, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. In the long run, it really doesn't, so I'm gonna just, you know, I'm fine with whatever. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, little tired. Alright, let's see what else I should talk about. I'm gonna pull up the player list. Or what the game's gonna... I don't have this all in memory, okay? Can't really talk about the earnable cosmetics. Level cap increase. People are complaining about that for some odd reason. I don't know why. Like, because the level... Okay, the level cap increase is going to be 175, not 150. People are like, it should be 200, it should be 200. No, it shouldn't. In the end of the day, there's going to be level cap increase all the time. There's going to always be a new level cap increase. Like, that's not something that's going to be just a one-time deal. And, you know, like, it's better than nothing. It is honestly better than nothing, and people just need to get over it. Like, at this moment, like, anytime I go to the Facebook community for Marvel's Avengers, I always see them, like, complaining about one thing that is ridiculous. And so you're like, why? Like, what's the actual point of, like, complaining about it?
Think of me as your second closet.
I don't think I posted any of the other, like, what I think should be the cosmetic suits, but I do have them on my gallery, so I might post that later. Just have to rewatch them, so make sure I didn't say anything too controversial. Because, you know, I don't want to get people butthurt, but, okay, this right here. this is still closed and it says crew, right? I do have a feeling that this is gonna be a door for Spider-Man. This is gonna be a room for Spider-Man. Or maybe a room for those 3 characters. But most definitely a room for Spider-Man. Sorry, I'm talking to myself right now.
Did not get it.
I know, I had to... It's not letting me do it for a little bit. So, I'm going to try it at some point when it, like, maybe when the stream's over, I'm going to try to do it when I have some free time. Just see if I could try it again. Alright. But no, I think I covered all the bases for what I want in the game.
You know, you're gonna kill my dog if you're not careful.
He likes going for runs. I don't know what to tell you.
No, he likes you, okay? The running is incidental, and might kill him.
Well, I'll look into getting a bicycle. With a basket.
Thank you.
You are cleared for landing. Transferring.
I do wish that they will make this more exploratory. I give you more abilities to explore through this map, because they should. Maybe give us a Hall of Armor in here too.
Thanks, Flight Control. Data received. Pushing through war table. Yes, Commander Hill. Right away.
Alright.
Nice suit.
Alright, thank you. It's important to remember the classics, and also this is Captain America is always, this is the one suit Captain America always goes back to. I wish they'll make a one where the colors are a little bit duller so it looks more modernized, but you know, I like the bright colors. Because this is actually Captain America in my eyes.
Yeah. We can play after this. Steam at me if you add me.
I know, it's just more the lines of there's a lot of things that are happening at this moment. Like, the thing's not working for me. I'm trying to make sure it works. So I might end up having to do that off stream at some point.
Can I say a line from Endgame?
You're more than happy to. It's completely okay. Alright. Yeah, I do wish that
And I am Iron Man. Snap saves the world.
Thor? How's the weather? Ah, thunder joke. Very good.
But I do hope that they do give us the ability to explore more upon the helicarrier and actually give us the ability to go outside! They might do that during patrol mode. Like, give us a patrol mode for the Chimera.
Commander Hill wants us to double check all the gear before the next run.
Can't the hangar work?
Too busy with the repairs.
Right.
Like, if you guys want to know how they were talking about patrol mode in Marvel's Avengers, they're saying it like how it's gonna be kind of like, it's gonna be kind of like the free roam or like a sandbox where you get to just, you know, fight whoever is there and all that. Like, there might be an occasional boss here and there, and you're just, you know,
I think I found a gray hair the other day.
Well, this job can be stressful.
protecting the streets.
This is what I like about you. Everybody else would have gone for the old man joke.
Yeah, I can't really get away with the old man jokes.
I do hate the fact that they don't give us the ability to, you know, interact with the place anymore. Like, they should give us the ability to do that. Or give us the ability to lay on the beds. or sit on the furniture. That would be awesome. But if they do that, they need to make sure Iron Man can get out of his freaking suit! I hate just walking around in the Iron Man armor in the Chimera. It just feels weird. Like, I don't have a problem with it, it just feels weird to me. Like, this feels weird to me.
Nobody's gonna welcome me home.
Good to see you, Mr. Stark.
Like Hulk gets to turn into Banner and walk around here. Why can't Iron Man be Tony Stark and walk around here? What the fuck?
My R2 button is broken. Sad face can't upgrade my gear.
Now I don't want any jokes.
About you getting an apartment in my building? I would never.
It's basically a storage container. My computers have bad luck when they're in houses that move. Okay?
Yeah. Okay, let's see what we have
There were
here.
reports that the trail ran cold. Compiling what we have. Maybe we can pick up where they left off.
How are we doing out there?
Making progress.
Group 3, what's your status?
I've been watching in the field of battle.
I appreciate it. I always perform better with an audience.
You are fearsome and glorious, as always. But I can tell. The suit is doing more work than it once did.
Well, I'm out of practice. I've had years of glorious inactivity. Of course I'm going to lean on the tech until I get my sea legs again.
Oh, I have no doubt that day will come. But you are mortal. This cannot be forever.
Dude!
This is the Chimera. What's your ETA?
Well, Thor is not wrong.
Data code 415623. Access logs for the past 2 weeks.
There's a funny thing I did YouTube. I was Hulk in Anthill.
Suck. Hulk on the Anthill is... If you... Okay. That's like the one place where... Okay, there's two places where the Hulk can actually be in the lounge area, and that's usually the Anthill and... Well, Shield's base. I remember a lot of people demanding for the Avengers Tower to be a map or a safe house, so I think that's what it's called. But, you know, in the end of the day, I think that
Yay.
I honestly would rather have the Avengers Mansion, to be completely honest. Because the Avengers Mansion, to me, is one of the most iconic things in comic books. And I don't know why it's not shown around anymore. I think it was destroyed in the long run.
Me too.
Chimera system check. How we doing?
But it just felt like a lot classier. Alright. Because yeah, there's a lot of rooms that are not occupied. I do seriously think that this right here is gonna be Spider-Man's room because, you know, DLCs and all that. And since he is an event character, that would be a decent way of making a cop-out. But if they make this area more explorable, they can make this, like after this like opens up and all that, like, after they give this the ability to open up, this could be a bunch of other rooms like T'Challa, Clint, any other character they want to bring in, like She-Hulk, because I know She-Hulk's going to be next. Then down here, I would say make this a Hall of Armor for Iron Man. Then make this like a actual crew cabin, or because I know this is the crew quarters first. I would actually say turn this into I would say turn this into the interrogation section where you can look at the area, and then turn this into a crew quarters, and then make that like light up and all that. And this right here, I would have to say make this an entrance hallway to go outside and all that. And if you're not going to do it that way, I would say do it someplace around here or so. Give me one sec. I actually want to see if there's any other places where... There's actually one DLC that I hope ends up happening, and I hope it's Scott Lang Ant-Man. Because that would be pretty badass. Or do a Hank Pym story where Hank gets the ability to shrink again, and he becomes Yellow Jacket instead of Ant-Man. Because that would be awesome too. And then make this a room too. Like, for fuck's sake, why are these rooms not happening? Why is there like not a whole lot of rooms? Oh, okay. Alright, well, I'm about to... I think I already talked about what I need to be talked about. So I'm just gonna get off here. See you guys later, and, you know, hope November 30th will be as eventful as it is for me. See you guys. Peace.